Hey, what is up you guys, Raid Ninja here. I've just rebuilt my entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle team, and I can tell you that I found the #1 best build for every single turtle that works in all areas of the game. You don't need to swap gear back and forth. Arena, PvE, dungeons, clan bosses, 1 key clan bosses, Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, Hydra. And in this video I want to show you the builds, I want to show you the masteries and the blessings that you need on every single turtle to put it on them and just forget about it. You can go arena, live arena, even if you don't have all 4 turtles. This builds that I'm gonna share work everywhere, even if you don't have all 4 turtles together. So they also work on them singularly. But real quick boys, if you download the game with the link in my bio, you'll get yourself 3 free legendaries and 3 S tier epics, including Madame series. That's gonna be 4 S tier epics. So go ahead and check that bio for more details. So look at this, stage 15. You can see. Stage 15, 1 minute. My team, Ninja Turtles. My Ninja Turtles are in every single team around and throughout the game right now. Just because I can put it on autopilot.
Okay, boom.
Rinse and repeat. No need to struggle, no need to focus on manualing. I'm just gonna go manual something else where I want to improve. And then again, obviously we don't really care about the arcane keep unless you need to farm for potions. They work pretty much similarly like in everything else. If I want to go into spiders, then I do have a different team than the Ninja Turtles, but the Ninja Turtles work too. If I would be to take out Acrisia, if I would be to take out Mithrala, just like that, I would be adding the Ninja Turtles, and this would work too, as long as you have a hex provider in your team like Mad Hatter here. I'm actually gonna jump in and show you. Probably I'm not gonna keep you the whole entire fight. I'm only just gonna jump in and show you. This is the hardest difficulty in Spider. I'm gonna apply Hex here. My guy here is quite fast, but we can do that. AoE attack. Oh, 1 extra turn. Why not? And then I'm gonna buff up and increase turn meter with Donnie. And then I'm gonna put defense down. And look at that. Almost half of the boss's HP. Boss is gonna attack, he's gonna spawn new spiderlings. We have Brimstone that also damages the boss pretty well. And this works flawlessly on auto too. And this is only taking 1 minute for that. I'm gonna quit here. You can do that in like 2-3 minutes, maybe. They're not the fastest in every single area of the game, but they are really, really interesting to play. So let's go back and let me show you something else as well. Ice Golem. They do work in Ice Golem too, but with a bit of a twist. But let me see, twins, yeah, that's my twins. Oh look, my Fire Knight team. The Ninja Turtles and Sir Nick. They're literally everywhere. Spider Hard, 2 turtles. We have Ice Golem, yeah, there you go. I have a team for Ice Golem too. And this works also flawlessly. If you want, I can actually show you my setup too. Look at that. Round 1, Leonardo. Round 2, round 3. Lydia. Round 1, round 2, round 3. Donnie, round 1, 2, and 3. Michelangelo, round 1, 2, and 3. Raphael, round 1, 2, and 3. That would be my setup. I'm not really sure where exactly I've tested this and if this is on the hardest stage, but that would be my Ice Golem team too. Fire Knight, they are super strong in Fire Knight. I'm not sure why I'm doing Fire Knight easy here when I can do hard as well. Let me quickly have a look through my teams. Ice Golem, Clan Boss with the Ninja Turtles and a rare. Sometimes you have this mission that you need a rare. Clan Boss, 1 key, Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare. Dragon Hard, 3 Ninja Turtles. I have Acrisia because she deals max HP damage, so she deals a bit more than what's his name, Raphael. But you can I can take her out and put Raphael in. This is my Fire Knight Hard team because I need a bit more extra attacks. I don't have Leonardo in. I have Lady Mikage and Mad Hatter. Fire Knight team. Just leave it on auto for a sec, right? Let me make my camera a bit smaller. There you go. Look at that. 20 seconds passed. Round 1. Autopilot all the way. If I need to do anything, I'm just gonna do this in the background and I'm gonna take care of my chores in game. Put the Ninja Turtles through it and that's it. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold you all the way until the end. You get the gist. Obviously, I'm not gonna make this video 20 minutes because you guys are gonna get bored watching it.
Yes, yeah.
Not only that, but as I mentioned, clan bosses, they can do all the clan bosses. I'm just only gonna show you snippets so you don't have to, you know, obviously make this, I'm not gonna make this 20 minutes long.
Stop it.
Look at that. This is, what did I click? I click on Nightmare. My Nightmare team, 220 million damage. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, my bad.
Get some help.
My Ultra Nightmare team, 180 million damage. One key. Chimera, they're also good in Chimera. They're not my best team, but I did manage to pull 100 million in Brutal. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Hydra Team 2. I think they are my Brutal team. Yes, they are my Brutal team. Look at that. Ninja Turtles. 4 Ninja Turtles, 1 Reviver, and 1 Block Buffs Debuffer. So yeah, that's my Brutal team. My Nightmare team looks a bit better because I have quite a bit of a different setup here. This build can also be used in Siege as well. Nevertheless, Grim Forest, one of the latest addition to the game, right? And where you're probably gonna benefit the most of the Ninja Turtles would also be in Grim Forest too. Every single Ninja Turtle is super strong in either together or separate in Grim Forest. They're very strong against pretty much wave content, pretty much bosses, mini bosses, big bosses. You can take them anywhere. And if you would check videos on the channel, you would see that I have the Ninja Turtles, or at least one of the Ninja Turtles in every single one of my teams whenever I beat the hard bosses in Grim Forest. Doom Tower, look at that. Normal. We finished normal with the Ninja Turtles. Hard. We finished hard with the Ninja Turtles. Look at that. And then again, Arena. These builds are super strong in Arena. You can take them in live Arena. You know what? Let's jump into one quick live Arena with the Ninja Turtles. Maybe I can potentially show you what I mean. Live Arena is tricky, right? They're gonna ban the Ninja Turtles, or at least one of the Ninja Turtles, and they usually ban Leonardo. But let's see if I can actually show you that the Ninja Turtles work in live Arena separately as well. I usually get... I usually get... what do you call this?
I don't know.
Matched against level 100s, which is pretty cringe, not gonna lie, because I'm only level 78 and I'm a mid-game account, so mid-range-ish account. So obviously when I fight against these level 100s that have been here for 6 years, they do tend to have better items than me. But we're still gonna give it a shot. We like to push through, boys. We like to push through. Who do we want to have? We want a speed lead just in case, and we're gonna ban my guy here. They're probably gonna ban Leo. They usually ban Leo. I found this is maybe like a trick, right? Previously, everybody would say pick your Leo as your team lead, but my build is made in a such way that if I pick Raphael as my team lead, Leonardo is gonna deal more damage. Even though Donnie is gonna save Raphael, but Raphael has a build that can save itself, so Donnie doesn't need to save Raphael in this case, so he might save Leonardo. Let me show you what I mean. Let's see if this works. First of all, let me see if this works.
Okay.
Because the Ninja Turtles are prone to be weak against very aggressive crowd control.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gonna probably lock us down here. And look at that, they didn't lock Donnie. And what do you know? I'm just gonna reset my cooldowns, boys. Let me see what my guy here, He-Man, is gonna do against. Boom, look at that. This is the perfect example of why this build is so strong everywhere, including Arena. Classic Arena. Look at this, let's see, I press battle. I have my Ninja Turtles here. Ready to go in. Can we do this fight? Let's just jump in real quick so I can show you. Full auto. Maybe we can do it, maybe we can't do it. Sometimes you lose, sometimes, but mostly with this team I win. But there is some teams that I lose against, right? Okay, they locked me down. Donnie can't be locked down, which is super cool with this build that I have right now. Then he can bring in cooldown reset, and then there you go, I took the win. Let me try one more time, so you don't think that was just lucky. So unfortunately their team have full stone skin. They have 2-turn stone skin, which is super strong, not gonna lie. But as I mentioned, Ninja Turtles are super weak against crowd controls. As you can see here, I got stunned. Now I'm getting feared. This might be a loss. Okay. We stunned. They have block damage buffs. There's nothing much we can do about that. Come on, boy. I want to click on the other champion so they manual it. But I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna let the Ninja Turtles do whatever the Ninja Turtles do. And what do you know, boys? Oh, come on, man. Hi. Speed up a little bit. Speed up, bro. Man, this guy is the slowest. Slowest champion I've ever seen. There you go. Another win with the Ninja Turtles.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And I also have them, obviously, in one of my defense teams. Look at that. The Ninja Turtles defense team. And as I mentioned, I want to point something out that's very important, and that's something I discovered with this particular build. It only works with this build. If you don't have this specific build that I'm going to show you in a second, this is not going to work exactly the same for you. So first of all, let me go to my defense team and let me show you. Look at this. I have Raphael as the aura lead. Previously, everybody would say, hey, put Leonardo as the aura lead, so Donatello saves Leonardo whenever Leonardo is gonna get initially killed. But we don't want that. Not with this build. We want Raphael to be the lead. We want Raphael to go with Not Today Knucklehead and then AoE. We want Leo to go with AoE and then Shell Yeah. We want Mikey to go with the AoE and only then followed with the decreased defense and spread debuffs. And then for Donnie, we want him to go with Secret of the Ooze first, just because sometimes we get debuffed and Ninja Turtles are super weak against crowd control. So we want him to remove the debuffs and only after that decrease the cooldowns of all allies. Because we're also getting sometimes cooldown locked by champions like, what's his name? Fabian. I remember Fabian. And let me see if maybe my battle log is going to show. Look at that. Look at my battle log. We have 2 victories and 1 defeat, but the Ninja Turtles won in every single fight. The Ninja Turtles are in the middle team defense, win, win, win. And with that being said, there's nothing much else left for me to show you because I literally showed you that they're strong in every single area of the game, man. Seriously, every single area of the game. So now lastly, let me show you my builds, my masteries, my relics, and everything else you need to know. Starting with Leonardo. For this specific setup to work, you need Leonardo to be in aspect of Cyrath. This is why I'm having Raphael as my lead all the time. And wait, I actually forgot to mention, I have discovered that whenever I have Leonardo as my lead in arena, for example, let's say we fight against crowd control. Let's say we fight against somebody with crowd control. If I have Leonardo as my speed lead, the crowd control will, or the enemy champion that applies crowd controls or whatnot, tends to attack your aura lead first. If I do put Raphael as my aura lead in every single area of the game, separate than arena, not just arena, it's still, Raphael is going to be the one who's getting attacked first, which means that Leonardo is going to deal ultimately more damage because sometimes Raphael is going to be unkillable. And I wanted to mention this. This is why we're picking Raphael as the aura lead, because we do have aspect of Cyrath, and sometimes Leonardo might be receiving fatal damage, but because of aspect of Cyrath, he is going to survive. They might kill Michelangelo and Raphael in the meantime, but then Donatello might come across back with his I got you bro and might save Leonardo one more time. Rambling out of the way, keep in mind with this build you go aura lead with Raphael, that's it. But you want to have 4-piece stone skin. For that stone skin, And then you also want to have 4-piece Feral. Place block debuffs, buffs on the wearer at the start of the round for 2 turns. Usually the Ninja Turtles start second, no matter what. We don't have a speed lead with the Ninja Turtles unless you go PvE. Lastly, blessings. Leonardo has to have Lightning Cage, just for the single fact that we don't want them to remove our stone skin that comes from the passive. This stone skin is not the same as the stone skins from the items, keep that in mind. It can be removed as every single other buffs. The stone skins from the items, it's a bit stronger, it's a 50-50 chance. Masteries, man, the masteries, I've been thinking for such a long time how to build them. This is ultimately the best masteries I came across for both PvE and PvP. Okay, Michelangelo. Michelangelo for me is my PvE warlord, not gonna lie. Best in PvE, he's also doing amazing in PvP. Stats. 5000 attack, not the strongest. I've seen strongest Michelangelos are out there, but the build is what matters here. 244 speed, 270 crit damage. Look at that. 4-piece Feral once again. We want block debuffs buffs, same story as with Leonardo. That's why we want it. And then we have 4-piece Stone Skin. Again, we want that Stone Skin on him too. Equipped Relic. You can go anything that says damage. Doesn't matter. Irethic Coronet is super good in PvE and it stacks up to 30% against bosses and long fights. That's why I have Irethic Coronet. And then Blessing, Brimstone. We want Brimstone on Michelangelo if you do want to have a general overall Michelangelo that can be used in PvP and PvE. The Blessing Brimstone is super strong on Michelangelo because you're gonna take him in Grim Forest bosses and any other bosses around the game, and then the Brimstone is gonna deal a bunch of damage to the bosses itself on its own. So if you don't have enough damage in your team, the Brimstone is gonna do the deal and seal the game for you. So that's why I have Brimstone on him. Lastly, masteries. Full PvE. These are the masteries. You can copy paste these.
I got you, homie.
Okay, Raphael. Man, the new build I have for Raphael, it's a game changer, buddy. Man, this swift parry, you don't want to know how many times this 50% chance of unkillable when hit with fatal hit turned the game the other way around. You can consider adding something else on top. You can consider adding Feral. Once again, the Ninja Turtles are weak against crowd control. But then again, if you do have Feral on them, and then you combine that with Lightning Cage, super decent. Lightning Cage, best overall blessing for the Ninja Turtle. Equipped Relic, anything that screams damage. The Cat's Gaze, I could have put the Cat's Gaze on a different other champion that deals more damage in PvE and PvP, but because I use them pretty much everywhere in the game, and this is a super strong overall damage based relic, I just left it on him. He deals a bunch of damage. I use them overall everywhere, so this is saving time. This is a no-brainer for me. You can also put anything else that screams damage. And lastly, masteries. Bro, you need to copy all the masteries. If you want to do the same builds that I have, you need to do the same masteries that I have, because they've been well thinked into and well put into, and these masteries work flawlessly. There are other different mastery combinations out there, but these masteries for the specific builds are right on spot. We have full damage on offense and on defense. We have as many counterattacks as possible, because if he kills somebody with a counterattack, he blocks revives. Last but not least, as they would say, Donatello, 4-piece Stone Skin, and then we have 4-piece Chronophage. I was finally able to find a good 4-piece Chronophage with the last events that we had and with the dungeon event, with the event dungeon, better said. You need to build Donatello as high resistance as possible and as much speed as possible, because you don't want him to get crowd controlled. And as I mentioned, you need the 4-piece Chronophage so he doesn't get cooldown locked. Equipped Relic. This might be controversial, there's other better relics out there, but I like Mask of Disquiet. Sometimes my Ninja Turtles get sheeped, and this Mask of Disquiet gives me a 50% chance to get that instant turn whenever I come back from sheep, and it's also super cool, it gives me 62 resistance. The Blessing, Lightning Cage, one more time, this guy applies a bunch of buffs, we want to keep them. Okay, masteries, and with this we're gonna end up the guide. We have resistance all the way down here, unshakable. And then we have support, we have a bunch of support here, max HP, more heals, we have more stats from sets, again, more heals, and then lastly, 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion. And boys, these are literally the best builds, the best overall build that you slap onto your Ninja Turtles, you leave it there, and you just cruise through the entire game as I showed you at the beginning of the video. So go ahead and start using what I do right now and you're gonna thank me later. I was Ray Ninja, thanks for watching until the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe our videos. Also, feel free to comment down below if you do have anything crazier than this, because man, sky's the limit in Raid Shadow Legends and some of you guys have some crazy builds out there. Alright, if you like my content, go ahead and watch the next video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Go ahead and download Raid with the link below if you want to get yourself 2 free legendaries and 3 S tier epics. This is one of the best starter pack in the entire world right now.